Yo, what's up? This is Ninjahype. Today let's continue reviewing the Bape hoodie. Previously, a lot of viewers asked me to review this gray one because it's also a really good piece I bought from the website. Today, I also got a version from Dhgate. The difference between these two is huge. In this episode, I'll give you a detailed review. If you like our channel, please click subscribe and give us a like. Alright, as usual, let me first show you on this side of the screen is the Ninjahype version, and on this side is the Dhgate version. The hood is too soft for me to hold up, so I'll just give you a quick look. Because the cotton used in the Dhgate version is very lightweight, it's only about half the weight of the Ninjahype one. One version, so there's a high chance it will shrink after washing. This is very likely, because the cotton they use is really poor quality. See, isn't that right? When I hold it in my hand, look at the size and shape of this shark. The one on the left is the Ninjahype one version, and its cotton is very stiff and heavy. You can see that it's already very close to the authentic version, including the shape of the shark's face and mouth. The zipper isn't fully closed right now, so the mouth looks a bit split open. But if you look at this Dhgate version, even after I zip it up, it still looks messy, and there are such long loose threads. The Dhgate version and the Camo version might actually be the same. If you bought this shark hoodie for under $50, it's likely this version. Because if a shark hoodie is priced lower than this version, it must be of very poor quality. That's because the fabric, including the material and dyeing costs, are actually quite high. Also, the design of the shark's face, especially getting the position of the shark's mouth, just right requires a lot of manual labor to make. If the shark mouth is just slapped on carelessly like this, without paying attention to the details like you see with the Dhgate version, position of the shark mouth is completely off. If you wear it out on the street, people will be able to tell it's fake in just a second. Alright, next, just like in our previous videos, we'll lay it flat on the table and do a comparison for everyone. Okay, now I've placed it on the table. The one on the left is from Ninjahype, and the one on the right is from Dhgate. The sizes of these two pieces are different to begin with. The Dhgate one is size medium, while the Ninjahype one is double extra large, so there's a big difference in size. But that shouldn't really affect the comparison. It's not a big issue. Alright, let's take a look step by step. Let's start with the hood. From the very first moment I got it, just as I mentioned earlier, the hood shape on this Ninjahype version, you can see it's a very triangular, a very standard triangle. If you've watched my previous videos, you should know that the authentic Bape shark hood can easily be folded into a triangle because the fabric is really good and very stiff. So the authentic shark hoodie should be like this as well. But if you look at the Dhgate version, its shark hoodie is very soft. You really have to use a lot of force to fold the hood into that shape, and sometimes you can't even manage it because the hood fabric is just too soft. No matter how you pull or tug, it just doesn't hold that shape. It's extremely soft, limp and floppy. Next, let's look at the teeth. The shark's teeth look on this Ninjahype 1:1 version, the connection points of the shark and the stitching are all very standard. The stitching either goes right through the middle of the teeth or just slightly to the right of the center, but it's always very consistent. And the stitching around the shark's eyes is also done very well, and the shape of the shark's mouth is absolutely correct. Now let's look at the Dhgate version. Honestly, the stitching here is a complete mess. Honestly, this shark is just unacceptable. I don't even need to say much more, it's just trash. Sorry, even though the stitching goes through the middle, this part is way too far to the right, isn't it? Maybe it's just a coincidence, but they clearly didn't even try to align it properly. Next, let's open it up. I've unzipped it. By the way, this is the Ninjahype version, which is from Bape. I've unzipped it. And by the way, the Ninjahype Bape shark hoodie uses a YKK zipper. The authentic Bape hoodies also use YKK zippers. These zippers are very smooth to pull and won't get stuck. But the version from Dhgate uses a very random, low-quality zipper. It often gets stuck when you pull it down, and from my previous experience wearing it, the zipper can easily break over time. It's made from stainless steel, but it's too light and will break. Now let's compare the tag. The label and the page, everyone can distinguish the authentic one for yourselves. If you search on Google, you can find a lot of official comparison guides about how to tell real Bape from fake. This one is definitely the correct version, right? This light brownish one here, that's the wrong neck label. Similarly, let's take a look at this WGM because a lot of customers care about this detail. Whether the Bape shark hoodie is well made or not largely depends on the WGM. The one from Dhgate has way too many loose threads. is just not well made at all. As I mentioned in previous episodes, look at these threads, many of them are sewn directly onto the towel-like sleeve, which is absolutely not how it should be, right? There should be enough blank space on the side. It should be stitched onto the fabric piece below and beside it, not sewn directly onto the embroidery. But here, everything is stitched right onto the embroidery. It's the same issue as in the comparison videos I did before with the yellow, red, and green ones, right? Because when it comes to WGM, the main thing to look at on the shark hoodie is the teeth, how well the teeth are made. The second thing to look at is the way the duck wing is made. The second thing is to check the wing to see how the duck wing is constructed. It's WGM because if the fabric is good, people might not notice at first. But if the hood is poorly made, it becomes obvious. Let's see below. Monkey wing, the monkey on the sleeve. The teeth are marked. People may not notice fabric quality at first, but a bad hood is obvious. The monkey embroidery and the label on the sleeve are fine, but the monkey's head is too small on this Dhgate version, possibly due to the wrong label. That's all for the comparison video. So if you like this sweatshirt, please check out our bio link. We currently have a very attractive discount code. If you want to make a purchase, just click the bio link